ahead to the next module of stationary waves. In this module, students, we are going to study the concept of free vibration and forced vibration. Now students, remember, this concept is very important while solving problems as well as while studying theory. And distinguish between is a very important question that is asked from this aspect. So to start with it, we'll start with the concept of free vibration. To understand about free vibration, let us consider a single pendulum which is displaced from its mean position and then released. When it is being displaced from the mean position and then being released, after some time when I observe it, I come to know that this pendulum is vibrating with its natural frequency. So in free vibrations, the body vibrates under the natural frequency or the natural vibrations of the body. Also, it vibrates only when the external force is applied once. Like in the case of pendulum, I need to displace it from the mean position so that the pendulum can oscillate about the mean position. And once this force is applied, it sets the body in motion. Moving ahead to the next point, it states that the body is vibrating under the action of restoring force. It means that when the pendulum is crossing the mean position, it is going towards the extreme. The pendulum has a tendency to come back to the mean position only because of a force which is called as the internal restoring force. Now this force makes sure that the body comes back to the mean position. Let us move ahead to study the definition of free vibrations. It states whenever there is a body which is capable of oscillating is displaced from its stable equilibrium position. Now this body, like a simple pendulum, it is capable of oscillating, and when I am displacing it from the stable equilibrium position and released, it performs oscillation which are called as free vibration or free oscillations. The natural frequency of vibration, this natural frequency is called as the natural frequency of the vibration because this is that frequency with which the body oscillates. So let us move ahead to study few examples of the free vibration. The simple pendulum which is displaced from the mean position is an example of free vibration which we have already seen. The next example is a tuning fork. When I struck it on a rubber pad, it performs such kind of vibrations. And this is an example of the free vibration. And in this case, the prongs vibrate with a frequency which is the natural frequency of the tuning fork. Moving ahead, if I plug the stretch string, at some point it will perform these vibrations. And these vibrations again will be the free vibrations of the string. We can see this beautiful animation in front of us in which there is a child who is enjoying the swing. So once the swing is set into the motion, once it is oscillating on its own, it is an example of free vibration. Now, if the child is being pushed, then there is an external force which is acting, and that will not be an example of free vibration. So moving ahead to study the case of free vibration. In this case, we can see there is a teddy bear who is pushing this child on a swing. So can I say there is a continuous application of force? So to understand this force vibration, let us consider these two friends enjoying the swing. Now I know that swing will only oscillate until and unless the external force is applied. If there is no application of external applied force, the string or this whole swing will come to an end. So can I say that in this case, the vibrations are due to force applied, and hence these vibrations are called as the forced vibration. Now body in this case is made to vibrate continuously under the action of external periodic force, where the frequency of the vibration is the frequency of the external periodic force and which is not equal to the natural frequency of the body. So how do I define the forced vibration? The vibration of a body under the action of external periodic force in which the body vibrates frequency of external periodic force other than its natural frequency are called as forced vibration. Now let us students move ahead to study the distinguish between free vibration and forced vibration. Free vibrations are the one which are produced when the body is disturbed from its equilibrium position, whereas the forced vibration are produced under the action of external periodic force. The next point states the frequency depends on the nature of the body, whereas in this case, the frequency depends on the external applied force. In the case of free vibration, the vibrations are occurring with the natural frequency of the body, that is, it has some definite fixed value. And in the case of forced vibration, it can take place at any frequency of the body, and that frequency will be called as the forced frequency. Moving ahead to the next point, it says that the amplitude in the free vibration depends on the extent to which the body is displaced. Whereas in the case of forced vibration, the amplitude depends on the magnitude of the force and also the difference in the frequencies between the periodic force and the natural frequency of the body. Students, this particular point we are going to study in the detail in the next coming modules. Now, free vibrations, they persist for some time if the force is removed, and forced vibration, it stops immediately if the force is removed. Examples of free vibration, as we discussed, oscillation of a simple pendulum, and in the case of forced vibration, it is the vibration of a string of a sonometer under the vibration of tuning fork. So students, with the help of this module, we studied the case of free vibration and forced vibration. Thank you.